Don't you know what you have done to me? Girl, I'm addicted to you. I don't need feature.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel and thank you for choosing my recipe. I promise you're going to love it. My name is Sophia, also known as Sophiology, the fine babe, and you are welcome to my channel. As you can see, I made a whole spread. I have some peppered turkey wings, some plantain, some turkey stew, and of course my highly requested jollof rice, along with some white rice to eat with your stew. And I made this all for you. This video is just for the turkey stew. So if you want the other recipes, then head over to my channel. You may be wondering, why is it Gen Z though? And it's because I like to find the most simplest, demure way to make my favorite delicious recipes. And I do things my way. There's beauty in the traditional way of doing things, but hey, you might learn something from this Gen Z. But enough chit chat, let's get to the recipe. If you're ready to stir the pot or even lick the pot, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, comment down below and let me know what country you're watching this from, and subscribe for more recipes.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Seek his will in everything you do, and he will show you which path to take. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Okay guys, so these are all the ingredients that you'll need. I'll leave them listed down below. Before you even enter my kitchen to join me to cook, let's make sure we wash our hands well, okay? Perfect. Now we can begin chefing it up. We are washing our vegetables. As you can see, I have 10 Roma tomatoes here. I have 5 huge bell peppers. Everything is big in Texas. I'll list everything down below in the description box, like I said, but just know the portion is depending on the amount of stew you're making, okay? And then I have my pounds and pounds of turkey meat. We do not lack on meat in this house. That turkey is already looking succulent. Make sure you pluck the feathers so it doesn't fly out of your pots. We don't want that. And once our meat is clean, we are ready to get started. This stew is gonna be so good. Now, when it comes to pepe, when it comes to our habaneros and scotch bonnets, it's up to you again how much you wanna use, but I'm not just using this for one stew, don't worry. I'm batch cooking, meaning I'm making a whole bunch of things at once, which is why I have these green onions to garnish at the end, make my presentation beautiful like you saw in the beginning of the video. But everything is squeaky clean. We are gonna get to chopping it up. First, with the bell peppers, I do not waste a thing. After I gut everything in the middle, take out all the seeds, I cut it into halves, and then I reserve the top cuts for my peppered turkey wings that I'm making, okay? But yeah, you just wanna make sure it's nicely cut like this, and then we're gonna lay it on an oven sheet because we are going to be roasting our red bell peppers. Beautiful work, you are doing amazing. Next up is our tomatoes. Okay, edit, period. It's giving Jackie Chan. Chop, chop. I'm gonna what? I'm gonna lay those on the roasting sheet as well in between the bell peppers, spacing it out on different sheets and mixing them like this on the tray. It will allow it to roast evenly. Now we're gonna prep our onions to be caramelized. Peeling this one was giving me wahala, but we got there, we got there, we got there. No layer was wasted, I promise, okay? But once it's peeled clean, I'm gonna cut them into 4 pieces. Now these are huge onions. So if you're using medium onions, use 3 onions. But if your onions are huge like this, then 2 is just fine. I'm gonna lay those on the tray, mixing them and spacing them out just the same way I did the other veggies. I must say I'm very impressed. You are doing so good. Extra virgin olive oil is what you need to drizzle on to make sure that this caramelizes and roasts beautifully. Look at that. Oh, I love to cook, Sha. Doesn't that look gorgeous to you? We're gonna put them in the oven at 375 for 30 minutes to an hour. Some people do 30 minutes, I do an hour. Into our seasoning cabinet, we are gonna season our turkey. These are the seasonings I used. You are free to use whatever your heart desires, my love, but just know that this is the foundation for the broth or meat stock for your stew. This Sazon is my secret weapon. It tastes so good. Minced garlic is essential, ginger is essential, white pepper is essential. And even though I didn't show it, curry is optional but essential for me, okay? I'm gonna drizzle that in olive oil to assist, avocado oil to assist with the cooking. And then I am going to mash them up together to make sure that that seasoning gets everywhere. Now, if you have a chance for your meat to marinate, perfect, but I'm cooking right now. So in order for the meat to get that marinated effect, I'm going to boil it without adding any water. Yes, on medium heat, I let the meat simmer for like 10 minutes. And this is how it looked after only 10 minutes, guys. Like, simmer is a lie. The heat was on high. But my meat did not burn, as you can see, and it even released its own water because that's what meat does. It shrinks and it releases some juice. Look at that natural juice from the meat. Period. But now we're gonna add some water, and instead of just taking plain water, I rinsed the bowl that had all the seasoning in it so that no seasoning went unnoticed. Okay, so with that seasoned water, I am pouring it over the chicken to rise the sea level or the water level, I beg. Not me not being funny today, what's going on? And then I let it boil. And after boiling for some time, you can see that it's released even more water and the meat has shrunk even more. It is done boiling. I'm gonna separate all the meat so I can reveal what is left for our beautiful meat stock. Yummy, yummy meat stock. I couldn't resist eating that piece of meat made from scratch. Now, this meat stock, I must tell you, is very dangerous. Not in the sexy way, dangerous in the fact that it has millions of little tiny bones that you do not want in your stew. So you're gonna strain it and make sure you get all those tiny pieces of bone out. Do you hear that? That is my alarm. That means our roasted veggies are ready. But let's just take care of this meat stock first. I was even looking for little pieces of meat here, but no, girl. It was all bone, so throw that away, okay? And then you're left with your beautiful, perfect meat stock. Now, out of the oven comes our piping hot, roasted and caramelized. My mouth is watering. I can't even talk properly. It is roasted and caramelized to perfection. Beautiful. Gorgeous. We're gonna take our blender and we are going to blend all our caramelized and roasted veggies in here, along with our fresh peppers. Now I'm using 6 because I want my stew to be moderately spicy, okay? I'm making a lot of stew here, but it's really up to you if you want to use more pepper. If you're Yoruba, use 25. If you're like not good on spice, then maybe use 4. But 6 is like a very perfect amount, okay? For the amount of veggies I'm using. And we're gonna blend that together. By this time, your kitchen should be smelling outrageous. Into the pot goes our caramelized roasted vegetable mix, plus our made from scratch yummy, yummy turkey meat stock. And then an optional tomato paste or tin tomato, whatever you call it, okay? And then some extra veggies to garnish at the end. We're gonna take some vegetable oil and pour a good amount of that in the pot. To fry stew properly, you need a lot of oil. Do not be scared. You can always release it later after cooking. We're gonna take some raw red onion and our tomato paste and then add that into the pot. Tomato paste is optional. Some people like a fresh flavor. I like tomato paste because it adds character. We're switching out that metal spoon. Am I crazy? Oh my goodness, my poor pots. It's a force of habit, I'm sorry. I'm apologizing to my pots. This pot was so gorgeous. Like, Nigerian dishes will do your pots in. But anyways, we are taking some parboiled rice because Nigerians love parboiled rice or basmati rice or jasmine rice. Whatever sweets you, my darling, this is your world. Wash that rice clear, pour some salt and put it in the rice cooker to save yourself a stressful life. Once your tomato paste has cooked some, you can tell when the onions are kind of clear. Why is the oil foaming? Can someone tell me why 2024 oil foams like this? Anyways, you're gonna pour in your roasted and caramelized veggies into that hot oil. These veggies have seen shege to date. They have been roasted, caramelized, and now being deep fried. Golly, that's why they're popping like this. So jokes aside, splatter screen is going on. I do not want that stew all over my counter and my stove. That is gonna help protect from a big mess. And you don't want your lid completely on. You want it kind of off so that the steam comes out. and the oil and water can stop mixing, which is causing the splattering. Not the two, not the two splatter screens. I was really going through it. My goodness. Another thing that causes the splattering is your heat is too high. I was cooking so many things. I just wanted it to cook very fast. But if you have the time, cook on a moderate heat, I beg, and save yourself the splattering destruction. No matter how much you cook your stew with patience, it's going to splatter. That's just what it's going to do. Okay, it's a lot of oil and water mixing together. But you have to be brave and lift it every now and then to make sure you are stirring it properly. That way it is not burning. As the stew cooks, it will splatter less and less. As you can see, I'm able to open it and stir it without running for my life. Okay? You can avoid your stew being dangerous by just lowering the heat and letting it cook on a moderate level. I was in a hurry though, so high heat it was for me. But eventually it calmed down, as you can see. Once it's calm like this, we're gonna pour in our broth or meat stock, whatever you call it. Notice I did not add any seasoning. That meat stock is enough to season your stew. You wanna give it a taste? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is delicious. The only thing you want to add in at this point is tomato bouillon. I love using tomato bouillon to season anything I'm making with tomatoes. Like if you're not using tomato bouillon in your tomato dishes, what are you doing? What are you using? Don't answer that. Get tomato bouillon and get put on, okay? I'm gonna stir that in, and I just want this to merge together. Oh my goodness. This is what your stew should taste like. I can't resist. Okay, that's enough now. You're gonna eat the whole pot. Moving on. I'm gonna let that boil together, and that's how it should look. You can tell it's fully cooked when it's splattering less and the oil is sitting on top. I don't have too much oil, so I'm pretty much happy with that. Now, while that cooked, I did multitask and fry my meat. I'm just showing you separately because this is a tutorial / recipe, but you are gonna fry your turkey meat until it is golden brown. Yes, we fully cooked it by boiling it, but we also fry it again for a better texture. This is how Nigerians cook their meat. This is passed down from generation to generation. I am just the messenger. Follow the instructions. I promise you it tastes so good. The meat does not overcook at all. It remains tender. Like my meat was still falling off the bone, sis. Like, oh, it was so tender. But I feel like that's because it cooks in the stew later. But anyway, just know the meat doesn't overcook. If you do want to go the healthier route, you can use your air fryer instead. Okay, there's always healthier ways to make things, but that's not what this video is for. This video is for enjoyment. But yes, my stew has finally settled and meshed together. This is exactly how it should look. I'm going to pour my fried meat in there just to combine everything. And guess what? You have just made Nigerian turkey stew. Making stew is similar to making the sauce for jollof, which is what I used half of that sauce for. So as you can see, the meat to stew ratio is crazy. But I did have some remaining sauce that I added in later off camera, but look how good that looks. I forgot to record because I was just recording my turkey wings to my plantain to just making sure the banquet was perfect. But once my white rice was ready and everything was prepared, there goes my beautiful stew, complete with all the sauce and everything. It was just time to serve. Oh, even me, I'm mesmerized and I'm straight. Oh yeah, kiss the chef, your very own fine babe, the hostess with the mostest. I made this mango fruit punch. What do you even call it? Frozen. Oh, it was so tasty, guys. That blood orange with that mango. Ah. Even these dried blood orange pieces. Am I okay? Ah, I do well. What should we call this drink? I know, it is called enjoyment because that is all we know on this channel. But guys, try this recipe. Make sure you come back and comment and let me know what you think. Give this video a thumbs up. comment down below because you love me, and subscribe to get more recipes. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.